Can't take it back, no. I've got so much left to say, but I'll take my words and walk away.
E c'è tutti gli oggetti di YouTube, siamo Twisted Crook ed eccoci qua nel quarto episodio di Dragon Age Inquisition. Allora, ci eravamo lasciati che siamo qui, ci eravamo lasciati in pratica che siamo a questa struttura, mi pare che si chiami Haven. E ci siamo lasciati qua con la nostra Ilia. Allora, avevo detto che dovevamo cercare un po' in giro, a parlare un po' con tipo persone, per esempio come Varric o robe così. Però intanto proviamo la roba in giro. Allora, io sinceramente volevo cambiare il tipo di combattimento. A posto di combattere con l'arco, volevo combattere con le due spade, e vedere chissà com'è. Però avevo dei punti abilità da usufruire. E noi mettiamo un punto abilità nelle due spade. Non ho letto niente, ma andiamo avanti. Allora, devo andare prima da quello che vende le armi. Ok, abbiamo trovato. Ah, un po' di roba da vendere ce l'abbiamo. Ok, bene. Prima di fare il rapporto, parliamo un po' con un paio di persone. Ciao Varric, come stai?
So, now that Cassandra's out of earshot, are you holding up all right? I mean, you go from being the most wanted criminal in Thedas to joining the armies of the faithful. Most people would have spread that out over more than one day.
Beh, sinceramente ci sta capendo ben poco.
I have no idea what's happening anymore.
That makes two of us. For days now, we've been staring at the breach, watching demons and maker knows what fall out of it. Bad for morale would be an understatement. I still can't believe anyone was in there.
The breach needs to be sealed. The sooner the better.
If it can be sealed, you might want to consider running at the first opportunity. I've written enough tragedies to recognize where this is going. Heroes are everywhere. I've seen that. But the hole in the sky, that's beyond heroes. We're going to need a miracle.
Volevo chiederti qualcosa sull'Ilm rosso.
The red lyrium we found at the temple seemed to upset you.
My brother Bartrand and I sort of discovered red lyrium during an expedition in the Deep Roads. We located an ancient thaig, so old it barely looked dwarven. There was this idol there made of it. Bartrand brought it back to the surface, and, well, everything's gone down.
Me lo ricordo.
I think that's enough on red lyrium.
Yeah, not really my favorite subject.
It's okay.
You built for them the golden city.
Allora, cerchiamo qualche altra persona, tipo Cassandra. Di chissà dove è Cassandra? Forse è alla riunione là, nella chiesa. Ciao Solas.
The chosen of Andraste, a blessed hero sent to save us all.
Am I riding in on a shining steed?
Lol.
I would have suggested a griffon, but sadly they're extinct. Joke as you will, posturing is necessary. I've journeyed deep into the fade in
Allora, ma non
ancient
senti
ruins and
freddo?
battlefields to
Cioè,
see
guarda
the
qua.
dreams of lost
Stai con una tuta
civilizations.
e fa neve ovunque,
I've
porca
watched as
troia.
hosts of spirits clash to reenact the bloody past in ancient wars, both famous and forgotten. Every great war has its heroes. I'm just curious what kind you'll be.
What do you mean, ruins and battlefields?
Any building strong enough to withstand the rigors of time has a history. Every battlefield is steeped in death. Both attract spirits. They press against the veil, weakening the barrier between our worlds. When I dream in such places, I go deep into the fade. I can find memories no other living being has ever seen.
You fall asleep in the middle of ancient ruins. Isn't that dangerous?
I do set wards. And if you leave food out for the giant spiders, they are usually content to live and let live.
I've never heard of anyone going so far into the Fade. That's extraordinary.
Thank you. It's not a common field of study for obvious reasons. Not so flashy as throwing fire or lightning. The thrill of finding remnants of a 1,000-year-old dream? I would not trade it for anything.
Concordo.
I will stay there. At least until the breach has been closed.
Was that in doubt?
I am an apostate surrounded by Chantry forces in the middle of a mage rebellion. Cassandra has been accommodating, but you understand my caution.
Cassandra trusts you. She won't let anyone put you into a circle against your will.
Thank you. I appreciate the thought. But now let us hope either the mages or the Templars have the power to seal the breach.
Guarda che scattata che ha fatto, va bene, ok. Io prendo tutto senza nemmeno leggere, poi me le guardo con calma. Allora.
Does it trouble you?
I just wish I knew what it was, or how I got it.
Ok, però stai calma.
We will find out. What's important is that your mark is now stable, as is the breach. You've given us time, and Solas believes a second attempt might succeed, provided the mark has more power. The same level of power used to open the breach in the first place. That is not easy to come by.
Couldn't that kind of power just make things worse?
And people call me a pessimist.
È inquietante la cosa che abbiamo in mano, fatelo dire.
You've met Commander Cullen, leader of the Inquisition's forces.
It was only for a moment on the field. I'm pleased you survived.
This is Lady Josephine Montelier, our ambassador and chief diplomat.
I've heard much. It's a pleasure to meet you at last.
And of course, you know Sister Liliana.
My position here involves a degree of...
She is our spy master.
Yes, tactfully put, Cassandra.
That's an impressive bunch of titles.
I mentioned that your mark needs more power to close the breach for good.
Which means we must approach the rebel mages for help.
And I still disagree. The Templars could serve just as well.
We need power, Commander. Enough magic poured into that mark.
Might destroy us all. Templars could suppress the breach, weaken it, so...
Pure speculation.
I was a Templar. I know what they're capable of.
Unfortunately, neither group will even speak to us yet. The Chantry has denounced the Inquisition, and you specifically.
Che velocità.
That didn't take long.
Shouldn't they be busy arguing over who's going to become divine?
Some are calling you the Herald of Andraste, and that frightens the Chantry. The remaining clerics have declared it blasphemy, and we, heretics, for harboring you.
Chancellor Roderick's doing, no doubt.
It limits our options. Approaching the mages or Templars for help is currently out of the question.
They aren't more concerned about the breach, the real threat.
They do know it's a threat. They just don't think we can stop it.
The Chantry is telling everyone you'll make it worse. There is something you can do. A Chantry cleric by the name of Mother Giselle has asked to speak to you. She is not far, and knows those involved far better than I. Her assistance could be invaluable.
Non mi piace.
She's asked for me. You don't think that could be an ambush?
I doubt it. From what I know of her, she's a kind soul, and not the sort to involve herself in violence. You
Allora mi
will
fido
find
di
Mother
te,
Giselle
vediamo.
tending to the wounded in the hinterlands near Redcliffe.
Look for other
Redcliffe.
opportunities to expand the Inquisition's influence while you're there.
We
Ci
need
siamo stati in
agents
Dragon Age
to extend
Origins.
our reach beyond this valley, and you're better suited than anyone to recruit them.
In the meantime, let's think of other options. I won't leave this all to the Herald.
Bene. Devo decidere. Famosa per la sua stravagante cultura nobiliare. Ah, pezzo di mappa, ok. Nonché per essere il luogo di nascita della chiesa. LolloZz è la nazione umana più potente del Tedas. Il Ferelden. Conquistato da LolloZz, lacerato dalla guerra civile,
My
distrutto dal
scouts still comb the hills for clues about the explosion. I'll take what I can find.
e non estraneo alle avversità. Con il velo indebolito, la regione è più turbolenta che mai. Ok. Le terre centrali. Ah, quindi dobbiamo andare con madre Giselle. Se Giselle muore, la nostra speranza di un sostegno da parte della Chiesa morirà con lei. I miei esploratori eviteranno lo scontro. La troveremo e la proteggeremo con la vita. Subito. Ah, qui sono le terre centrali, ok. Ah, ok, sono le nostre spie. Un attimo mi ero preoccupato. Quindi qua c'è lo scontro vivo tra maghi e templari, immagino. Guarda quanto sei brutta. Abbiamo evitato il combattimento, vabbè. Non adesso, voglio un attimo dare un'occhiata prima fuori. Voglio vedere se riesco a parlare con Cassandra e con Liliana. O anche con Cullen, non lo so. Devo cercarli nell'accampamento, voglio vedere cosa hanno da dirmi. Aspetta, c'è una voce con cui possiamo parlare. Ah, ok.
The Inquisition cannot
Josephine?
remain oppressive.
Dobbiamo parlare
She
con
can't
Josephine.
prove it was founded on Justinian's orders.
This is an inopportune time, Marquis. More of the faithful flock here each day. But allow me to introduce you to the brave soul who risked her life to slow the magic of the breach. Sir Trevelyan, may I present the Marquis d'Aurelion, one of Divine Justinia's greatest supporters.
And the rightful owner of Haven. How's your
Quindi di questo posto.
these lands for pilgrimage? This Inquisition is not a beneficiary of this arrangement.
Demons are pouring from the sky, and you're worried about land claims.
Haven is the Durelion's rightful property.
Has Empress Selene officially acknowledged your possession of Haven? I was unaware Her Imperial Majesty had conferred with Ferenden's monarchs on this matter.
The Empress has not yet had the opportunity to do so.
We face a dark time, Your Grace. Divine Justinia would not want her passing to divide us. She would, in fact, trust us to forge new alliances to the benefit of all, no matter how strange they might seem.
I'll think on it, Lady Montillier. The Inquisition might stay in the meanwhile.
Beh, grazie.
Let's hope his arrogance doesn't return.
Even should he leave, the Marquis will share his thoughts on us upon his return to Battle Royale. Every guest we receive, and we will receive them, will spread the Inquisition's story. An ambassador should ensure the tale is as complimentary as possible.
I'm glad for
È
your
stata
help.
utile.
I have a feeling the Inquisition's going to need it.
I do believe you are correct. Thedas's politics have become agitated as of late. I hope to guide us down smoother paths. But please excuse me. I've much work to do before the day is done.
C'è un'altra tipo di voce con cui parlare qui. Liliana, ok, parliamo con Liliana.
Blessed are the peacekeepers, the champions of the just.
Questa sta pregando.
Blessed are the righteous, the lights in the shadow. In their blood, the Maker's will is written. Is that what you want from us? Blood. To die so that your will is done? Is death your only blessing? You speak for Andraste, no? What
Ma
does the
quando mai?
Maker's prophet have to say about all of this? What's his game?
I speak for no one but myself, and I have no answers for you.
Then we can only guess at what he wants. The Chantry teaches that the Maker abandoned us. He demands repentance. for
La
our
solita
sins.
scusa.
He demands it all. Our lives, our deaths. Justinia gave him everything she had, and he let her die. Maybe you should be angry at the people who murdered her. If the Maker doesn't intervene to save the best of his servants, what good is he? I used to believe I was chosen, just as some say you are. I thought I was fulfilling his purpose for me, working with the Divine, helping people. But now she's dead. It was all for nothing. Serving the Maker meant nothing. I'm not really the best person to talk to. Doesn't the Chantry have people for this? So I should let a priest comfort me? No, this is my burden. I regret that I even let you see me like this. It was a moment of weakness. It won't happen again. Come.
Ok.
To work then. We will speak later.
Certo. Vediamo se c'è qualcun altro. Si sta parlando un po' con tutti. Voglio vedere cosa hanno da dirmi. Anche un po' per ambientarmi a Haven. Immagino che sia il nostro campo base. Cassandra, bella. Vieni qua. Come sei arrabbiata? Sono frustrata.
I hope that wasn't meant to be me.
What? That?
You obviously don't like somebody.
Did I do the right thing? What I have set in motion here could destroy
Così,
everything I
ammazzi,
have
vabbè.
revered my whole life. One day they may write about me as a traitor, a madwoman, a fool, and they may be right.
You didn't have any choice.
Didn't I? My trainers always said, Cassandra, you are too brash. You must think before you act. I see what must be done, and I do it. I see no point in running around in circles like a dog chasing its tail. But I misjudged you in the beginning, did I not? I thought the answer was before me, clear as day. I cannot afford to be so careless again.
It wasn't like you had no reason to suspect me.
I was determined to have someone answer for what happened. Anyone. You've said you believe you're chosen. Does that mean you believe in the Maker?
Che domanda. Allora, sinceramente facciamo un punto della situazione. Andraste era una donna. Guerriera, immagino. Perché ho letto alcuni libri che era una generale. È morta per fare qualcosa ed è diventato leggenda in pratica. Quindi non saprei proprio dirlo, se crederci o no. Perché come ispirazione potrebbe starci, ma immaginare che sia lì sopra nel vuoto è un po' una stronzata, quindi diciamo di no.
No, I don't.
Però se esiste l'oblio qui dentro, quindi perché non dovrebbe esistere? Vabbè. Lasciamo perdere.
Now it simply remains to see where it leads us.
Credo che abbiamo parlato con tutti. Cullen chissà dove sta. Ma sinceramente basta con i discorsi. Andiamo a un po' di azione. Anzi, minchia, siamo già a tanti minuti di registrazione. Allora, andiamo nelle terre centrali.
Herald of Andraste. I've heard the stories. Everyone has. We know what you did at the breach.
Ma è una nana?
It's an honor to meet you, my lady. Inquisition Scout Harding, at your service. Well, all of us here, will do whatever we can to help.
Harding, huh? Ever been to Kirkwall's Hightown?
I can't say I have. Why?
You'd be Harding and... No, never mind.
Ugh.
It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
We should get to business. The situation's pretty dire. We came to secure horses from Redcliffe's old horsemaster. I grew up here. And people always said that Dennett's herds were the strongest and the fastest this side of the Frostbacks. But with the Mage Templar fighting getting worse, we couldn't get to Dennett. Maker only knows if he's even still alive. Mother Giselle's at the crossroads helping refugees and the wounded. Our latest reports say that the war's spread there too. Corporal Vale and our men are doing what they can to help protect the people, but they won't be able to hold out very long. You best get going. No time to lose.
Ok. Ok, questo è il nostro accampamento, immagino. Vabbè, quanta gente. Si scende di qua? C'è un punto esclamativo. Vabbè, lasciamoci perdere.
This might interest you, sir.
Ok. Va bene ragazzi, noi ci salutiamo qui e ci vediamo nel prossimo video. Ciao ciao.
You can't take it back, no. I've got so much